that's how today's gonna go. Welcome to Cosplay and Coffee. My name is Tiffany, and today I'm going to be showing you my cosplay photography studio. It's taken me a minute to figure out how to structure this video because you don't need all the fancy equipment that I'm about to show you. So what I decided to do instead was to kind of give you different tiers and options to taking your own cosplay photos at home or even outside. So, option one for your DIY cosplay studio is to just use your phone and like a wall or something. I have an iPhone 7, so I know that if you guys have anything better than that, then your pictures are gonna come out awesome. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that 99% of my pictures are selfies. So I'll either literally just take a selfie in a mirror or a normal selfie like this. You can take selfies with just like this Hermione picture, for example, is a mirror selfie. And I just stood in front of a white door and I had a window across from me that I opened and I could take a pretty evenly lit selfie. So you got to see the makeup up close, the mirror gets the full shot of the cosplay, and it's not the highest quality cosplay photos, but they tend to do pretty well. It's just an easy way if you're having a hard time finding somewhere in your house to take pictures. This generally works, at least for me. So option one is to use your cell phone, a tripod, and if you want to step it up a little bit, a iPhone ring light. As I said, if you want to get a little bit fancy with it, you can always invest in a tripod, even though you can just hold the phone or hold the phone. Okay. You can hold the phone yourself, or you can set it up on the counter and like lean your phone against books or something like that. Or you can invest in a tripod. My first tripod that I bought specifically for cosplay was like $15 on Amazon. This one was $50. It's not my favorite, but it's a little bit bigger one. Or you can get one of these. There's smaller options available. By the way, all of this stuff that I'm mentioning is going to be linked in the description below, or you can find the cosplay supply link for my cosplay photography studio on cosplayandcoffee.com. Anyway, or you can get a smaller tripod. All you need is one of these things, which I'm sure you've seen before, but you essentially just put your phone on here, use the self timer, and take pictures. This one you can kind of turn to the side so you can take longer shots. So sometimes you want to take cosplay pictures at night, so it's going to be a little bit harder to find natural lighting that way. And you know, your indoor lighting might kind of be yellowish if you don't have good lights like I don't in my apartment. All my lights are very yellow tinted. It's very annoying. The walls are yellow. Anyway, or if it's a cloudy day or something and you're just trying to find even lighting but don't have access to natural light, you can get one of these for your phone. I'm sure you know what they are. They're like 10, 12 bucks. I took this Captain Marvel picture using this light, so it's just, you can just take selfies that way, gives you a more even lighting. So option two for your cosplay photography studio is a DSLR camera, a ring light, a remote control for your DSLR, and a couple sheets for backdrops. The reason I wanted all this equipment to begin with was actually for YouTube, not really for cosplay pictures, but obviously it works. So this is my normal setup. This is actually what I'm using right now, so I'll show you. You can see this is my ring light. My DSLR is right there, and it doubles as, don't look down there. It doubles as a tripod, and that's really all you need to take pictures. Oh, and also I do have this thing around it, and that diffuses the light a little bit, which I'll get into in a second. This makes it so you can film or take cosplay photos anywhere with any backdrop at any time of the day. The ring light gives you an even lighting. I have a Canon T5i DSLR camera. I can't recommend one for you. I think my boyfriend suggested this one. I don't know anything about cameras or photography, to be honest with you, but I'm learning. But DSLR cameras usually just give you better quality photos, especially if they're raw photos. They're easier to edit as well. So yeah, this is how I took a bunch of my pictures at my last apartment. I would literally set up my ring light and my camera in my bathroom actually. Like, so all of my Captain Marvel pictures, those were taken next to my toilet. I'm not kidding. But my bathroom was the only place in my apartment that had a wall big enough for me to have like a clean backdrop. So in order to get these pictures, I bought this like $5–10 DSLR remote. If you put your camera on self-shoot mode and you click the button, it will take pictures so you can go and do your poses and stuff. The only thing I want to recommend on this tier specifically is the kind of backdrop sheets you can get. I know you can buy some off of Amazon. I know a lot of people use regular sheets that they iron, but I have something simpler. So, oh, I also have these sheer curtains because everybody on YouTube has these, so I thought I needed them. They're okay. So I bought two sheets, a black and a white one, just to have those two main colors. But you can tell the sheet I have, I don't even know if you want to call it a sheet. It's like scuba material that I got at Walmart. It's very stretchy. And what I would do in order to get a clean background was I would take thumbtacks and I would stretch it out as much as I could. And because it's a stretchy material, all the wrinkles would just disappear. So you don't need to iron this. So all you need is a DSLR, a ring light, and some sheets and thumbtacks. I just recommend getting the stretchy kind of material sheets instead of sheets that we're gonna have to iron anytime you take pictures. You also don't need the DSLR. You can still use backdrops and a smaller ring light with your phone camera. So you can kind of mix and match the different steps here. And as I mentioned, I kind of have this little cover on my ring light that acts as a diffuser, but the one I bought on Amazon actually came with different colors. So there's blue, yellow, and red. And once you put that over your ring light, it gives a like colored tint to it. So I did this for my Sub-Zero video, and you can kind of tell there's a blue tint to it because I have this blue cover over it. So just gives you some lighting options. The third tier option is your DSLR, a ring light, and this photography studio setup that I got off of Amazon for $75. So this was an impulse buy for me. I was sitting at a bar looking on Amazon one night and it was $75. So I bought it. So the studio setup comes with a portable and collapsible backdrop structure. It also comes with clips, and it also came with two umbrella lighting stands. It came with two black umbrellas and two white umbrellas. And it also came with a case that you can carry all of that in. So let me just show you what I got going on. This is my studio setup where I was just filming. The reason I wanted to get this, besides the fact that it was portable, was because I wanted a place to hang all my sheets where I didn't have to take thumbtacks and sheets down every time I wanted a different backdrop. So my thought process was, because it comes with these clips, I would just hang as many different colored sheets as I wanted and be able to flip it. So also though, before we get into that, let me point this out. It's not very sturdy. It's very flimsy, and it does take up a lot of space. But I have my sheer curtains here. If I don't want that, I can just slide it. And then I have the white backdrop, and my thought process was, if I wanted the black backdrop, then I could just do this. And boom, I have a black backdrop. So again, you want the stretchy material, and I actually found some of these clips at the dollar store. And so when I want it stretched out to get rid of the wrinkles, I'll clip these on the top and the bottom usually to get all the wrinkles out on both sides. Boom, new backdrop. You could probably tell it took me a minute to finagle, to mess around with it to make sure I got a clean backdrop and there were no wrinkles, but that was my thought process. That's kind of why I wanted to get this. Also because it came with these things. Again, I'm learning photography this year, so I'm not an expert, but the umbrella lights kind of can help hide shadows or give you a more direct place for your light as opposed to just filling the entire screen with a even light, which is what the ring light does. So yeah, for $75 you get essentially 4 of those lights. You get a bag to carry everything in, you get a backdrop that goes with it, and some clips. It just seemed like a solid investment. So that's what I use now, but I kind of use everything from each of these tiers. Like I said, I usually take a lot of cosplay selfies. I've taken some photos that have done really well on Instagram and stuff with the second tier option. The most recent pictures I've taken using the tier 3 cosplay photography studio option are my Betty Cooper cosplay photos, and I actually use the red filter, ring light filter thing in order to get that red hue to it. So this is what I do. I have many options, and if I don't want any of those, then I just push it down and I use some paper backdrops that you can get at Michael's. So yeah, this is how I have my at-home cosplay photography studio set up. Photography. But that's it. Again, you can kind of mix and match every single one of these tiers. You can get the ring light but still use your phone. You can use the sheets without having this portable, collapsible thing. You can get this from Michael's. You can get the backdrop and the umbrella lights and not get the ring light and just get a tripod and use your cell phone. There's a ton of options. There's no right or wrong way to do it. This is just what I do. These are my options. I'm still learning about photography. I'm very nitpicky about what I post, and pictures have to be kind of perfect for me. So, but while I'm learning, if I figure out the lighting or how to take decent pictures and stuff, I can do videos on that as I learn. Give this video a thumbs up if that's something you would want to see. Let me know if this helps you at all or if it gives you any ideas, and that's it. Cheers guys, I'll see you next time. Hi guys, I just wanted to show you how I'm taking pictures right now because it's really hilarious and frustrating. So this is, I'm doing my Riverdale Betty Cooper shot. So this is my setup. I have a red light there, camera, umbrella light. I don't know what I'm doing, but that might have been one of my best ones. Let me show you from my point of view. So I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder here. Anyway, this is what I'm doing. Click this thing. Ow. I'm sweating.